Once, Rome ruled the world. Its armies marched across continents. Its laws shaped civilizations. Its emperors were treated like gods. But then, everything fell apart. The mighty Roman Empire, which had stood for 1,000 years, suddenly crumbled. How could something so powerful collapse so completely? Today, we uncover the real reasons behind the fall of Rome, the greed, the weakness, the betrayal, and the storms that came from beyond its borders. 1. The rotten core. Political corruption at the heart of Rome's collapse was corruption. In its early days, Rome was built on discipline, order, and loyalty to the Republic. But as the empire grew rich, its leaders grew greedy. Senators sold favors. Generals bought loyalty with gold, and emperors murdered each other for the throne. In just 50 years, Rome had over 20 emperors, most of them killed by their own guards. Loyalty vanished. The Senate lost power. The people lost faith. Every new emperor promised to save Rome, but each one only made it weaker. The empire's heart was rotting from within. 2. The broken sword. Military decline. Rome's army was once its greatest strength. Legionaries trained for years, fought with discipline, and believed in Rome's glory. But by the 4th century, that glory was gone. The empire was too large to defend. Wars raged on every border against Persians in the east, Germans in the north, and Berbers in Africa. To fill the ranks, Rome began hiring foreign mercenaries, men who fought not for loyalty, but for money. These soldiers didn't care who ruled Rome. When the pay stopped, they deserted. Sometimes, they even joined the enemy. Without a strong army, the empire could no longer protect itself. The once unbreakable sword of Rome had turned to rust. 3. The empty purse. Economic collapse. Rome's greatness was built on wealth. Gold from conquered lands, taxes from provinces, and trade from across the world. But by the late empire, that wealth was running dry. The endless wars cost a fortune. The emperors built grand palaces and threw huge festivals to win the people's love. To pay for it all, they raised taxes again and again. Small farmers couldn't survive. Trade slowed. Inflation soared. Coins were mixed with cheap metals until they became worthless. The rich lived in luxury while the poor starved. And when famine came, millions abandoned their homes. The empire's economy, once the engine of the world, broke down completely. For the final blow, barbarian invasions. Then came the storm from the north, the barbarians. The Visigoths, fleeing from the Huns, entered Roman lands begging for shelter. But corrupt officials mistreated them, starving and abusing their people in revenge. The Visigoths rose in rebellion in 10 AD. Their leader Alaric did the unthinkable. He marched into Rome and sacked the Eternal City. For the first time in 800 years, Rome itself had fallen to a foreign army. Soon after, the Vandals came from Africa, the Huns from Asia, and the Ostrogoths from the east. Every invasion tore another piece from the dying empire. By 476 AD, the last Roman emperor, a boy named Romulus Augustulus, was deposed. The Western Roman Empire was gone. When Rome fell, it wasn't just a city that died. It was a whole way of life. The roads cracked, the baths turned cold, the libraries turned to dust. But Rome's spirit didn't vanish. Its laws shaped Europe. Its language became French, Spanish, and Italian. Its faith, Christianity, spread across the world. Rome fell, yes, but it also lived on in every stone, every word, every dream of empire that came after. Empires don't fall in a single day. They die slowly from pride, greed, and neglect. Rome's greatest enemy was not the barbarians. It was itself. The Roman Empire teaches us one truth that echoes through time. No power, no matter how great, can survive when its people forget what made it strong.